right, we're looking at a snowy scene here. We're in front of the former bowling alley here. We're at Smithtown, New York, on the Long Island Railroad. It's the Port Jefferson branch. We're going to be seeing a couple scoots today. First one will be train 6655 from Port Jefferson to Huntington. Set usually runs with 3 to 4 cars with the DE30AC or DM30AC pushing the equipment. In this case, we have a 5-car set going out as train 6655, which has the 5022 leading, 418 on the rear with 4066, 4031, 4106, and 4046 within the mix. The second Port Jeff scoot, which is going from Huntington, usually departs about 20 or so, or 25 minutes or so before arriving at Smithtown, which is 2:45. This train will be meeting, both trains will be meeting at Kings Park. Second Port Jeff scoot has a DE30AC on each end with 4 cars. 406 leading, 402 on the rear with 4027, 4083, 4120, and 4079 within. We'll be seeing 6655 pass through here as it makes its stop at Smithtown. We'll probably head east to St. James to see 6652 arrive at St. James at 2:52. We had about a 4 to 6 inch snowfall here. Looks like we have about 4 inches on the ground here in Smithtown. Some areas of Long Island got about 6 to 8 inches. Further west you went, further north you went, had more snowfall. Further east, you didn't get as much. And even further west, there was a little bit of sleet mixing in. Not terribly chilly today. It is under 32 degrees, but the wind at least is calm, which is making it kind of comfortable to be outside. Time now is 2:26. Scheduled arrival of this train will be within the next minute or so, as this train's running on time as it's going through milepost 48 just to the east of here, which is right by the Nissaquock River Road crossing. DE30AC, 418 on the rear. 6655. Port Jeff scoot train to Huntington. We're taking a view towards the west here. We're at St. James. We'll be watching 6652 arrive. DM DE30AC 406 leading 402 on the rear with 4 cars. This train's running within a minute behind its schedule. This train's supposed to arrive here at St. James at 2:51. Kind of rare to see a double-ended set for a 4-car scoot. However, it's happened many, many times before. And this is a perfect opportunity to get a nice snow shot. As we'll be seeing the scoot arrive here and depart St. James.
The 2:51 train to Port Jefferson will depart in 6 minutes.
And usually when you hear those automated announcements, that means that the train is usually at the next station over. In this case it is, which should be at Smithtown by now. And time now is 2:50, and here comes 6652s. It's coming up the hill from Smithtown. Again, D30AC 406 the leader, 402 on the rear with 4.
The 2:51 train to Port Jefferson will depart in 3 minutes.
It appears that 406 has one of those dedication plaques above the cab door.
The next station is Stony Brook.
And 402 on the rear. This, along with the other set, runs between Port Jeff and Huntington throughout the day and possibly the whole weekend.